Let X equal the quantity of all quantities of X. Let X equal the cold that is cold in December. The months of cold equal November through February. There are 4 months of cold and 4 of heat, leaving 4 months of indeterminate temperature. I think there's enough here to keep me working the rest of my life. Not just me. I was starting to imagine I was finished, Catherine, really finished. Don't get me wrong, I was grateful I could go to my office, have a life, but secretly I was terrified I'd never work again. Do you know that? I was absolutely fucking terrified. And then I remembered something, and a part of the terror went away. I remembered you. Your creative years were just beginning. You'd get your degree, do your own work. You were just getting started. If you hadn't gone into math, that would have been all right. Claire's done well for herself. I'm satisfied with her. I'm proud of you.
The house is a wreck. Don't clean it up yourself. I'll hire someone to come in.
Thanks. Do you want some coffee?
No, thanks.
It's no trouble.
Hold on a sec, Katie. I'm leaving soon, and...
You said. I know.
I'd still like you to come to New York.
Yeah. January.
I'd like you to move to New York.
Move?
Would you think about it? For me, you could stay with me and Mitch at first. There's plenty of room. Then you could get your own place. I've already scouted some apartments for you, really cute places.
What would I do in New York?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
You could do whatever you want. You could work, you could go to school.
I don't know, Claire. I mean, this is pretty major.
I realize that.
Look, I know you mean well. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I mean, to be honest, you were right yesterday. I do feel a little confused. I'm tired. It's been a weird few years. I think I need some time to figure things out.
You could do that in New York.
And I can do that here.
But it would be much easier for me to get you set up in an apartment in New York.
I don't need an apartment. I'll stay in the house.
We're selling the house.
What?
I'm selling it.
When?
I'm hoping to get the paperwork done this week. I know it seems sudden.
No one's been here looking at the house. Who are you selling it to?
The university. They've wanted the block for years.
I live here.
Honey, with Dad gone, it doesn't make sense. It's in bad shape. It costs a fortune to heat. It's time to let it go. Mitch agrees it's a very smart move, and we're lucky we have a great offer.
Where am I supposed to live?
Come to New York.
I can't believe this.
It would be so good. You deserve a change.
Why are you doing
it would
this?
I want to help.
You want to help by kicking me out of my house?
It was my house, too.
You haven't lived here for years.
I know that. You were here on your own. I really regret that, Katie.
Don't.
I know I let you down. I feel awful about it. Now I'm trying to help.
You want to help now?
Yes.
Dad is dead.
I know.
He's dead. And now that he's dead, you fly in for the weekend and decide you want to help? You're late. Where have you been? Where have you been the last 5 years? You weren't helping then.
I was working.
And I was here. I lived with him alone.
I was working 14-hour days. I paid every bill here. I paid the mortgage on this 3-bedroom house while I was living in a fucking studio in Brooklyn.
You had your life. You got to finish school.
You could have finished school. I would have done anything. I told you that. I told you 1,000,000 times to do anything you wanted.
And what about Dad?
What about? He was ill. He should have been in a full-time professional care situation.
He didn't belong in the nut house.
He might have been better off.
How can you say that?
This is where I'm meant to feel guilty, right?
Sure,
right?
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm heartless, my own father.
He needed to be here, in his own house, near the university, near his students, near everything that made him happy.
Maybe, or maybe, some real professional care would have done him more good than rattling around in a filthy house with you looking after him. I'm sorry, Katie. It's not your fault. It's my fault for letting you do it.
I was right to keep him here.
No.
What about his remission? 4 years ago, he was healthy for almost a year.
And he went right back downhill again.
He might have been worse in the hospital.
And he might have been better. Did he ever do any work again? No. And you might have been better.
Better than what?
Living here with him didn't do you any good. You said that yourself. You had so much talent.
You think I'm like Dad?
I think you have some of his talent. And some of his tendency toward instability.
Claire, in addition to the cute apartments that you scouted for me in New York, would you by chance have devoted some of your considerable energy towards, I don't know, finding another type of living facility for your bunkhouse little sister?
No, absolutely
Don't lie to
not.
me,
That's
Claire.
not what
I'm
this is
smarter
about.
than you.
Come back and the bookstores are full. That X equal the month of full bookstores. The number of books approaches infinity.
The
As the
resources
number of
I've
months cold
investigated.
approaches 4.
If you wanted to. All I'm saying is the doctors and the people in New York are the best.
Fuck you!
It would be entirely up to you. You wouldn't have to live
fucking hate
anyway.
you.
Don't yell, please.
I hate you!
Full. Except in September. I'm cold.